It's almost 9. I just came back from the grocery store. Um yeah, it's been an interesting week. Like I said, I was not feeling too great the other day. Apparently some kind of like whatever cookout was happening over at the apartment, the smoke was getting to me and I ended up having like this insane headache. Um Today is Wednesday. I'm feeling a little bit better. Not a little. Well, I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm still feeling kind of. It's like a sinus headache that just was melting my brain or whatever. And I guess it did not make me be in the best of moods. Yesterday I went. I had to do some self care because of some things, but um I ended up taking a midday nap, which I did not expect, but maybe my body needed it. But I was still kind of a little cranky. And I went over to the apartment and I noticed that my brother had thrown away some things from the refrigerator that should not have been thrown away. And I got upset. Um, I have to, I don't want to say have to, I want to model showing emotion or expressing emotion without reacting. Um, I kind of got a little fussy, because it's things that are expensive and he wants money at the same time. And I'm like, how does that make sense, friend? If you are throwing things away that cost money and then you turn around and ask me for money, you know? So okay, I don't know what's going on with YouTube today or if there's like some kind of solar storms out there. But yeah, I got upset and I just kind of wanted to show this is what upset, like I can't not be upset, and that's the thing. When you're around people who are mentally ill, I think the thing is to always put on a brave face or whatever. It's like, listen, I'm mad. You did something that later on you're going to ask me for money, and then I'm like, well, I don't have any money because you threw this away. I have to replace it. What are you going to do? Just because he said sorry, it's like, well, I asked him, well, what more can you do? Because saying sorry falls on deaf ears right now. So he started mumbling about something, and I also told him, I was like, listen, I can't hear you. I want to hear what you're saying, but I don't know if you're talking to the voices or if you're talking to me. I don't know. Well, yeah, I can keep calm, but there's a time and place where emotional intelligence, at some point, you have to express what you're feeling. You don't have to react in what you're feeling. Okay? Whatever it was, he was reacting in his feelings by throwing things away that cost money. Yeah, I tend to walk away too sometimes, but sometimes in that moment, I was like, listen, I'm feeling sad. So I told him, basically he was like grumbling, saying something. I don't know what he was saying. I was like, you know what? Let me wash these. So that's what I was doing, washing dishes. So let me wash. I'm feeling sad. So let me focus on washing these dishes because I don't know what you're saying. Maybe if you speak up, I can hear what you're actually saying, or maybe you're talking to the voices. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, and that's kind of, I guess, the thing I need to learn to deal with. Maybe that's something I'll bring to, I don't know, to support group, because a lot of the people there are dealing with much more violent reactions. So I can't just say that I'm, not sympathetic to what they're going through, because like they've got loved ones that are putting holes in walls and stuff like that. So I'm not negating what I'm not, going through, but at the same time, I'm like, he's got to realize that other people have emotions too, and you can't just do things just because you're feeling emotions, and you just make things worse, right? So there's that. But anyway, um, I went to the grocery store, and the price of food is getting up there, y'all, especially because he eats a lot of food. And I think that was maybe partly one of the reasons why he started throwing things away, because he couldn't eat it. I was like, this is not this is not fun food or whatever. It's condiments. It's food, but you cook with it, kind of thing. So I don't know. Um, the price. So yeah, I just came back from the grocery store. I have to meal prep some things as I'm getting ready for my trip. Um, and I wrote him a note trying to prepare him about, you'll have enough food. Don't sit there and panic or whatever it is you're doing about eating. It's just that he eats a lot, and sometimes I'm thinking he's eating because he's bored. Like last night, like I said, I washed the dishes. So that a reason why I washed those dishes um, is to make sure to see what is he eating overnight. Because sometimes I just, I've learned how to drown him out when he goes in there and starts doing whatever. So I don't know exactly. I know maybe around 10 he came into the kitchen for something, and then sometime later that night he did again because there was like pots. And then I noticed this morning when he made bacon. Of course, he made bacon. So he did something with a pot last night. He cooked something in a pot. That's all I know. Um, and ate it. But he's now eating from bowls and plates. So, I got to take the good and leave the rest, as you're saying. Thank you so much. Um, but I I think the other day what I was thinking, and this plays into what I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I was like, well, when is this going to be over? Like, when can I get my life back? I want my life back, y'all. Um, and thinking that I can get him to a certain point in his daily schedule where he can manage on his own or somewhat on his own. But the thing is, it's like I think he's settling in, thinking like I'm just gonna always just be there and do stuff for him. I was like, no, you're ill, friend. And that's a part of the illness where he doesn't think he's sick, right? Um, he doesn't believe that he's sick when he is. And what I listened to yesterday in a podcast was about caregivers. Like, there's going to be so many more, especially after this Trump law, so many more people losing benefits, losing health care. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but these are facts. I took a look into that bill a little bit. Just the fact alone of double having to check in to see if you're still alive every 6 months with paperwork is going to have people drop off their health care. Okay, they're going to drop off their health care, and that's going to be a big strain because the system here in the United States is kind of trash. I'm gonna just tell you now. Like, if you're watching from around the world and you've got social medicine, bless you. Okay, you're lucky. You are lucky, and I am not. I am not stuttering. I am telling the truth because in the United States, even I work a job. I have health care because I work a job, but even when I go to the doctor, I still have to pay more. Okay, because they've turned healthcare into a business, and um the price changes based on whatever whim that the health insurance feels like, changing on you. That's the United States. So if you live in other countries that has social medicine, all you gotta do is come in and maybe pay a little something and get surgery and all this other stuff. It's like, bless you, seriously. But here in the United States, it's like it's gonna get a lot worse for a lot of people. Um, yeah, it's gonna get a lot worse. And I think the best thing that we can all do is preventative medicine, quite honestly, or preventative care. I practice wellness. Even though I have health insurance, um, I practice wellness because I don't know, you never know. It's like you pay into this system, and I've seen a lot of people do this. They pay into the system, and then by the time they need it, they're like, oh no, never mind. Oh yeah, we changed the rules. And then you're like, what the, you know? So please practice wellness, simple things like get off the soda. And like, I'm not trying to be like preachy, but yeah, a little preachy. Get off the sodas, get off the junk food, get off, like, seriously, y'all. It's priced too high anyway. Okay. Go start thinking about intermittent fasting or fasting in general. Like, I'm a faster, I practice that. Okay. If you need help, let me know. I can send you a guide. There's probably one on my channel for download. Actually, that reminds me, I probably do need to upgrade it. There's different fasts for different reasons, you know, and eating and basically just drinking more water and hydrating well. It's like one of the things I think a lot of people don't do is hydrate more. People confuse hunger with thirst. And what I mean by that is that the electrolytes that we need in our body is not just water, it's the electrolytes. That's why I say hydrate. And it doesn't mean drink soda, and it doesn't mean drink Kool-Aid. It's like really think about what it is you're putting into your body, you know? Hydrate. Get the rest you need. Like, a lot of people stress eat. I used to be that way, and I can get that way too sometimes. Stress eating, in these uncertain times. Remember when they used to say that? Now we're back to it, y'all. In these uncertain times, people tend to stress eat because they're just like, I don't know what to do. It's comfort, but you got to figure out something else. Okay? Something else. But yeah, so like I said, got some groceries in the back for my brother mostly. I got to meal prep it for when I'm gone. I'll be gone for about 9-10 days. The nurses, I got them on, I've got a plan for them. I might have to have some more grocery money just in case. He is a person that he is on a seafood diet, y'all. He eats it. The more food that's in there, the more food he eats. It's a weird dynamic. It's like, even if I try to stock the refrigerator, he'll eat it. Like, that is kind of crazy. It's like, but then when it's empty, then he panics. It's like, you ate it all, friend. You ate it. So I kind of have to kind of partial out the food kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird. All right. So yeah, let me get out, and I got some things to do. Got it. Like I said, I got a meal prep. I got to pack. I need to wash clothes, but maybe that can wait. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to kind of leave my house a clean house before I leave for a trip. It's been a while since I've left for a trip, but we'll see what I can do to tidy up a bit. Even though I'm renovating my kitchen, you know, that kind of thing. But but yeah, I might pop back on here later today, y'all. But please take care of your health out there. Seriously, get that rest. Think about what it is you're eating that is not so good for you, and you got to make some changes. We all have to make some changes because this healthcare system, you think it's bad now? Oh yeah, yeah. I also just heard on the news on NPR that again, because of this bill, that medical students have a cap on the student aid that they can get to become doctors. So there's not going to be a lot of new doctors coming in unless they can pay out of pocket, which most of them cannot. They are capping them at $200,000. And what's going to happen is that a lot of these doctors that choose to be doctors, they're going to go where they're going to get paid more. They're going to go where they're going to be able to recoup their money back. That means major cities. That means rural doctors, out in the country doctors, there's going to be very few and far between. So yeah, get ready to start practicing like wellness. I practice herbalism a lot. Um, folk medicine, y'all, we got to get back into. Sorry, I blinked out again. There's reasons why the American healthcare, well, not the healthcare system, but the American pharmaceutical system has such like animus, such anger, such spite against herbal remedies and herbal medicine. And I will admit there was a lot of like dirty dealings in the last 150 years since I want to say the Industrial Revolution. There were like there really were quack doctors out there. There were people out there selling literally sawdust. When people say snake oil doctors, literally that kind of stuff was going on. But there are some things that we can do to take care of our health as well. Okay. All right. So let me go because I got things to do. All right. With that, I say take care. Be well, y'all. Be well.